Okay, listen up, you 4090 lovers and 4080 lovers on the Nvidia side. You're dead. You're done. You're like, what? You see the RX 7900 XTX? Yeah, it beats the 4090 and the 4080. Just saying. Just letting you know. Anyway, oh, by the way, hello viewers. Me again. Another beautiful day. Hope your 5 senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. What? Alright, let me stop playing here. Listen to this article here. What's up, Tom's Hardware? Listen to this. See, AMD claim RX 7900 XTX outperforms RTX 4090 in Deepseek benchmark. Nvidia usually has better AI performance, but with Deepseek AI, the tables have turned, according to AMD. Says here, AMD has provided benchmarks of its flagship RX 7900 XTX going head-to-head against NVIDIA RTX 4090 and the RTX 4080 Super with Deepseek AI models. According to David McAfee on X, the RDNA 3 based GPU outperforms the RTX 4090 by up to 13%, and the RTX 4080 Super by up to 34%. AMD tested the 3 GPUs with multiple LLM and various parameters using Deepseek R1. The RX 7900 XTX saw its biggest victory against the RTX 4090 using Deepseek R1 Distill Quinn 7B, where it outperforms the Ada Lovelace GPU by 13%. AMD also tested 3 other LLM configuration against the RTX 4090. The RX 7900 XTX outperforms the RX 4090 in 2 of the 3 configuration. It was 11% faster in Distill Llama 8B and 2% faster using Distill Quinn 14B. It says the RX 4090 was 4% faster than the RX 7900 XTS in one configuration using Distill Quinn 32B. Says here, then David McAfee said, Deepseek performing very well on AMD Radeon 7900 XTX. Learn how to run Radeon GPUs and Ryzen AI APU here. Says here, AMD tested 3 configuration against the RTX 4080 Super. The RX 7900 XTX outperformed the RTX 4080 Super by 34% using Deepseek R1 Distill Quinn 7B. This lead drops to 27% using Distill Llama 8B and 22% using Distill Quinn 14B. Says here, this should all be taken with a pinch of salt, of course, as we can't be sure how the NVIDIA GPU were configured for the test, which again were run by AMD. Not all workloads take advantage of a GPU full computational throughput. We saw this in our stable diffusion test, where stable diffusion did not use FPA calculation or TensorRT code for processing. Then it says here, it's not common for the RX 7900 XTX to be used as a dedicated AI processor, but the architecture is more than capable of processing AI workloads. The RDNA 3 architecture, the RX 7900 XTX, is capable of matrix operation, supporting BF16 and INT8. AMD officially added the AI accelerator terminology to the RDNA 3 to demonstrate its AI processing power. The RX 7900 XTX features 192 AI accelerators. AMD recently published a tutorial on how its customers can get Deepseek R1 to run on capable AMD consumer-based hardware, including the RX 7900 XTX. Deepseek R1 is a new AI model that offers performance comparable to Western leading-edge AI models, but at a fraction of the computing cost. Deepseek R1 uses an assortment of hardware-based optimization to make its model run 11 times faster than its competitors, including using AMD's assembly-like PTX programming language. Then that's it. Now we got 7 7 comments. Let's see what the debaters and the politicians talk about here. Says here, GG said this, AMD just trying to pump their stock a little. And then Neil said this, AI, our AI thing, AI more, AI than the AI thing of other AI with this AI. I am just so very wary of everything and AI. I am wary of that too. And then Ryder said this, in other news, Congress being talked on embargoing export of the 7900 XTX to China. Then he has the link. Then he said maybe this illustrates the difference when software is explicitly written for one or the other. I'm pretty sure most games are written for NVIDIA, seeing as they own like something like 85% of the market. Yeah, that's because they jumped on the AI train. Come on now. It says there, except there are a few AMD sponsor games that do much better on AMD. Could this be the same effect? It's not too hard to figure out. The Chinese might try writing this for AMD since the 4090 is embargoed and the 7900 XTX is not. And here's a final nail in the head to validate this article. Watch this. Machiavelli said this. He said this should. He's responding to the article. He said this should be taken with a pinch of salt, of course, as we can't be sure how the NVIDIA GPU were configured for the test. Then he says in parentheses, which again were run by AMD. That's in all black. But now Machiavelli said this. I was testing this in the LM Studio last week. In the LM Studio Discord with a 4090 user, there is no grain of salt needed. It's been verified on the 7B, 8B, 14B models. The XTX is faster. The 4090 a little faster on the 32B models, about 4%. Yeah, and that's the end of the article. So that 7900 XTX is one bad video card, that's for sure. It ain't no pushover. So it stole the spotlight from the from the 4090. So yeah, even though NVIDIA got the 5080 and the 5090 out, the XTX is it's a bad video card, man. So yeah, get your pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, $1 bill, $5 bill for that for this graphics card. Yeah, and this article is on Tom's Hardware, so I will leave the link in the description box, and I'm gonna leave the link for this. Where's this? For the Twitter from David McAfee. I'm gonna leave that link. Plus, I'm gonna leave who was that in the comment section? That was see, who was this from our writer. So yeah. Anyway, so AMD got some shine here. So that XTX is really good graphics card, man. So AMD got their hands in a lot of things, though. Anyway, you know, with these handhelds coming out with these new, handheld manufacturers coming out with new handhelds. So yeah, NVIDIA on the other side, they got the 5080, 5090. They're doing their thing. Intel doing their thing too. You know, so yeah. And of course, there's Microsoft with the Direct. I think it's Direct SR. You know, so with NVIDIA. So GPU market is doing good, man. The thing about these GPUs, man, you got to get the right board. You got to get the right board for these GPUs, these high-end GPUs. You know, that holds a lot of RAM on the main board itself. You know, and you got to get the right power supply. Because the GPU might need 500 to 600 watts by itself, depending on the graphics card you got. You know, or 400 or 500, somewhere around there. But then the board needs the rest of it, and then yeah. So, but right now, AMD, NVIDIA, Intel, they're keeping the GPU market alive and well, man. So yeah, good competition between the three, though. And of course, there's ARMS. So yeah, good competition between the three. So yeah, keep going. But right now, 4090, nah, it's XDX is better. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy though. Nice talking to you people again. Crystal, Star Wars, Searching Thing, Part 36. Gone. Peace.